A wonderful day for some high school boys basketball action here at the Castle at Cabell Midland High School. Hello and good evening. Welcome to today's broadcast on the Marshall Orthopedics Kindred Digital Basketball Showcase. I'm Ben Westfall, your commentator for tonight's game. It is another battle, another rendition of the Cabell County rivalry between the Huntington Highlanders and the Cabell Midland Knights. The Huntington Highlanders 1-7 on the season after picking up its first win against Capital just 2 days ago, back on the 22nd. That won a 76-53 victory. Meanwhile, for the Cabell Midland Knights, coming off of a loss against George Washington back here at the Castle on the 21st. That one a 68-40 loss. Highlanders have won the last three matchups against the Cabell Midland Knights. Won last year's contest 84-64, and now the Knights look to get revenge in this one. Stats against GW for the Cabell Midland Knights, the home team. Marshall Summers led the way in scoring with 12 points, had 3 rebounds as well. Ethan Blackburn put up 8 points and 7 rebounds in that contest. As mentioned, the Huntington Highlanders coming off of its very first victory of the season against the Capital Cougars back 2 days ago, 76-53. Don't have official stats on that game. But the Highlanders overall as a unit averaging 55.9 points per game. However, defense has struggled, giving up an average of 68.6 points per game. Leading the way in scoring for this Cabell Midland team, Ethan Blackburn, the senior guard, standing at 6'3". He's been electric so far from what I've been able to watch. 12.5 points per game on average, 5.2 rebounds per game. He has been a threat. Marshall Summers has also been really good for this Knights squad with 12.2 points per game. Meanwhile, for the Huntington Highlanders, the returning senior forward, Tavian Chandler, has been lights out. One of the few bright spots for this Huntington High team. 15.7 points per game on average, and averaging 4.7 rebounds per game. He has been the vocal leader and the scoring leader for this Huntington High School team. As mentioned, Blackburn leading the way, led the Knights in scoring in the win over Belfry, its previous win back on the 18th. Notched 17 points, also securing 5 boards and 4 assists. Cabell Midland overall averaging 58.9 points per game, but it's not the offense that shows off for this Cabell Midland team. It's the defense, only giving up an average of 56.8 points per game, despite the loss to George Washington, giving up 68 points, which is above the average for this Cabell Midland team. This defense is ferocious. They do a good job guarding inside the paint, not allowing anything there. George Washington was just electric from three-point land, led by Gail Lamb in the shooting department. That's what the Knights have to look out for, but this Huntington High team has struggled, as you can tell, with 55.9 points per game. This is a team that struggles to outscore its opponents, of course, being 1-7 on the year. So this Highlander team is not going to beat you from the perimeter. They're going to try to drive inside and use its big guys to try to muscle its way to the basket and put up points that way. Mutual opponents, both teams played George Washington this season, and what a coincidence, both teams lost by 28 points. George Washington has been a force to be reckoned with this season in high school boys basketball in the state of West Virginia. Head coaches for both squads. Head coach for Cabell Midland in his 5th season, Corey Woomer. 2nd season for Lambros Savingos for the Huntington Highlanders. Let's introduce you to the starting 5 for both teams, starting with the visitors from Huntington High School. The senior guard averaging 6 points per game, number 0, Tristan Hornbuckle. The junior guard averaging 5.7 points per game, number 1, Isaiah Lapsley. Also the senior forward averaging 9.3 points per game, just under double digits, number 3, Avante Crawford. The senior forward, the leading scorer of this Highlander team, averaging 15.7 points per game, number 5, Tavian Chandler. And finally, the senior guard, averaging 9.2 points per game, also 2.3 boards per game, is number 10, Jamari Tubbs. For the home team, the host Cabell Midland Knights at a 5-5 overall record. The senior guard standing at 6'3", averaging 12.5 points per game as the leader, number 1, Ethan Blackburn. The senior forward standing at 6'4", number 2, Colson Christus, averaging 6.1 boards per game. The junior guard at 6'1", averaging 7.4 points per game, number 4, Samuel Phillips. The junior forward averaging 7.7 points per game, number 5, Aiden Ray. And finally, the sophomore guard with 12.2 points per game on average, number 14, Marshall Summers. National Anthem is about to play here inside the castle. We're going to step aside for a break. When we return, we'll have action between the Cabell County rivals, the Cabell Midland Knights, and the Huntington Highlanders. Stay tuned. You're watching high school boys basketball on the Marshall Orthopedics Kindred Digital Basketball Showcase.
Cabell County Schools has a zero-tolerance policy for bullying, harassment, and intimidation. We're excited to provide the Stop It mobile app for our students. Stop It has two powerful features. Students may report incidents or talk directly to school officials. Cabell County students have the power to end harmful and inappropriate online or physical bullying. You can download the app from Apple or Google Play. Together, we can create a safer, kinder school community.
Ready to hit the road with GoMart. Each month we're featuring a special item to fuel your journey and score you bonus reward points in our Road to Rewards promotion. Each purchase earns you a token, so load up and keep cruising toward big rewards. Plus, the top 25 token earners each month will receive 5,000 additional bonus reward points. Check the GoMart app to see this month's featured item, and as always, earn additional savings on products store-wide with reward member exclusives. Go to gomart.com for more details.
Looking forward to a fantastic showdown between the visitors from Huntington High School, the Huntington Highlanders, with a 1-7 overall record, and the home team, the Cabell Midland Knights, with a 5-5 overall record. It's another rendition of the Cabell County rivalry. Some say the Battle of the Shield, and no matter what, always a lot of fireworks in this contest each and every single year. We actually got some fireworks in the JV game as a back and forth battle. Midland held a lead. Highlanders tried to come back. There was actually some tempers flared and maybe a couple punches thrown, and that just shows the intensity of this rivalry between Cabell Midland and Huntington High. You never know what you are going to get, and you know what? Where you can find it, though, is right here on the Marshall Orthopedics Kindred Digital Basketball Showcase, West Virginia Video Productions. I'm Ben Westfall, your commentator for tonight's game. Big thank you to our outstanding crew, our producer, Parker Withrow, and our cameraman, Toby Maynard, doing a fantastic job with production today. The Highlanders 1-7, the Knights 5-5. Two teams that you could say are struggling a little bit this season, but still finding its identity throughout this latter part of the season. Knights coming off of a loss 68-40 to George Washington at home just 3 days ago. The Highlanders finally victorious, coming off of a 76-53 win over the Capital Cougars at home just 2 days ago on the 22nd. The first win on the season for Huntington, potentially a spark of some momentum for this Highlander roster. Under head coach Lambros Savingos in his second year, his assistant coaches Josh Chambers, Cole Hatfield, J.J. Martin, and Sean Hornbuckle. Cabell Midland led by fifth-year man Corey Woomer, the head coach for the Knights. Assistant coaches, Matt Cardwell, Brent Roberts, Aiden Cottrell, and Tanner Paul lead this Knights team. Intro video is getting played. Highlander starters have already been announced. Cabell Midland starters about to be announced here inside the castle. It should be a fun one today. As mentioned, Highlanders have won 3 straight against this Cabell Midland team, so the Knights anxious to get its first win against this Highlanders squad in the past 3 matchups. Huntington won last year's matchup 84-64 over the Cabell Midland Knights. As mentioned, starters for Huntington, number 0, Tristan Hornbuckle, number 1, Isaiah Lapsley, number 3, Avante Crawford, number 5, Tavian Chandler, and number 10, Jamari Tubbs. And for Cabell Midland, number 1, Ethan Blackburn, number 2, Colson Christus, number 4, Samuel Phillips, number 5, Aiden Ray, and number 14, Marshall Summers. Uniform descriptions: Huntington High wearing the all-gold uniforms today. The road gold with green numbers, green and white trim around the shoulder and the arms. We're at Huntington on the front in green with green numbers on the back. For Cabell Midland, it's standard home white uniforms. The all-white with Midland script in red on the front, red numbers on the front and the back, red trim on the arms and on the collar, and a red and gray trim down the side of the pants. Starters have been introduced. Should be a fun one, and a great crowd on hand here inside the castle. Should be a fun one. Don't tune away. You're watching high school boys basketball right here on the Marshall Orthopedics Kindred Digital Basketball Showcase. Should be a fun one today. In the circle for tip-off for the Knights will be Colson Christus. For Huntington, looks to be number 5, Tavian Chandler. Whistle blows from the official. Basketball in the air. We are underway, and the Knights win the tip-off. And it gets to the hands of Marshall Summers. Samuel Phillips now with it. Phillips crosses the midcourt stripe, guarded closely by Lapsley. Now kicks it over left side. That's Christus. Now bounce pass, top of the key. Blackburn back to Christus. Thought about the three-point shot. Avante Crawford is there on defense. Swinging around the perimeter are the Knights. Ray. Now to Summers. Now back to Blackburn. Jamari Tubbs almost snuffed out the pass. Blackburn trying to drive down the lane. Pass the ball poked away and taken away by Avante Crawford. And whistle blows and a foul called. And that looks to be on Ethan Blackburn, his first. Quick turnover, quick foul on the Cabell Midland Knights early in this contest. So the Highlanders will have the basketball. Isaiah Lapsley leads the way for Huntington. Now over to Tavian Chandler, the leading scorer for the Highlanders. Back to Chandler, top of the key. Chandler loses his footing, almost falls down, recovers, however, gets it to Tubbs. Tubbs back to Chandler, three-point shot on the way, just offline, no good. Hits off the back left part of the rim. Blackburn's there for the board. Aiden Ray. Now Summers. Summers trying to drive down the middle of the lane, inside the paint, steps back, puts up a shot, and that one no good. Rolls in and out, but however, Colson Christus gets the deflection for the offensive rebound for Cabell Midland. Driving inside, puts a shot, wild shot up, and that one is no good. That one's from Samuel Phillips on the right side. Goes off the side of the backboard and out of bounds. Huntington basketball. Team's trying to find its early footing so far early in this contest. Tubbs with it. Now it's trying to swing a pass inside and poked away. That's Marshall Summers, the one with the takeaway for the Knights. Now Christus. Christus driving down the lane, has the ball poked away. Tavian Chandler comes away with the steal. Another Cabell Midland turnover, 6:20 left to go in the first quarter. Chandler driving down the baseline, mid-range jumper, floater. That one's no good. Just off the left side of the rim and tipped to Colson Christus for the defensive rebound for Cabell Midland. Sloppy shooting early in this game. Blackburn now over left side. That is Ray. Ray kicks to the top to Phillips. Phillips just at the Knights logo. Now Summers with it, right side corner. Summers now gets it back, top of the key to Blackburn. Blackburn trying to drive inside and may have the ball poked away, and that's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Huntington. .546 left to go in the first quarter. Still no score in this one inside the castle at the campus of Cabell Midland High School. Isaiah Lapsley with it. Lapsley now kicks it over to Jamari Tubbs. Back to Lapsley. Now back over to Hornbuckle. Lapsley thought about the step-back three-point shot from the top of the key, but good closeout defense by Samuel Phillips. Highlanders passing it around the perimeter. Back to Lapsley. Will just take a shot. Mid-range jumper. That one's no good. Just offline, and leaping up for the rebound is Marshall Summers. Summers driving down the paint. And Summers has the ball poked away, calling for the foul, won't get it. Now Highlanders going quick. Chandler up to the basket. That one's good. Highlanders score first. Tavian Chandler. Quick pace and transition for the Highlanders. Now Blackburn inside. Ball poked away. That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Avante Crawford, and will stay with the Knights. 4:58 left to go in the first quarter. So far, good defense, and officials having to break things up a little bit. Maybe things stemming over from the JV game. A lot of chippiness in that JV contest that just concluded before this one. Knights inbound. Christus now up to Summers. Summers back to Christus. Thought about the three-point shot. Had the space and hesitated. Ball poked away, and that one goes out of bounds. Stay with the Knights. Tavian Chandler was there on defense for Huntington. So far, good defense by the Highlanders, not allowing anything to get inside the perimeter. Samuel Phillips will inbound, gets it into Summers. Looks to be an early substitution for the Knights. Aiden Spence looks to check in. Right side, ball goes out of bounds. Will stay with Cabell Midland. Last touch by Tubbs, and Spence will check in for the Knights. Out goes Samuel Phillips, the junior. 2-0 our score. Highlanders lead. 4:40 left to go in the first. Inbound, gets it in. That's Aiden Ray. Ray kicks it over left side. That's Summers. Summers guarded closely by Hornbuckle. Thought about getting the ball inside the paint. Instead, kicks it left side. Spence. Spence switches sides left to right. Now back to Summers. Summers driving down the baseline. Now inside, has the ball taken away. Aiden Ray had it, but instead gives it up. Tavian Chandler, and that looks to be another Cabell Midland foul. That's Aiden Ray on the foul, his first, team second. Just some miscommunication by this Cabell Midland roster. Trying to get things together. You could see the leader, the senior forward, 6'4", Colson Christus, trying to tell his guys, hey, calm down. Let's get things together here. Slow down, take some time. Lapsley with it for the Highlanders after the turnover. Lapsley back outside and finds Dayneka. Pearson Dayneka just checked in for Huntington. Hornbuckle goes left, right side. Now three-point shot for the top of the key. That one, splash for Tavian Chandler. He's up to 5, and a timeout by Corey Woomer of Cabell Midland. 3:56 left to go in the first. Highlanders lead 5-0, and Woomer looks to calm down his Knight squad. We're going to step aside for a quick break to recognize our sponsors here on the Marshall Orthopedics Kindred Digital Basketball Showcase. Back here inside the castle, the campus of Cabell Midland High School. 3:56 left to go in this first quarter. Huntington High with a quick 5-0 lead. All 5 points by Tavian Chandler for Huntington. Knights with the basketball after a 30-second timeout by Corey Woomer in his 5th season. Spence kicks it over right side. That's Evan Hughes just checked in for the Knights. Hughes trying to drive down inside. Now just kicks it back outside to Summers. Reset the offense. Summers drives left side and foul on Huntington as Summers goes down. Hard contact. And not sure who the foul was on. A little miscommunication here. Seeing who the foul was on. Isaiah Lapsley is who they will get the foul to. Trying to see who the foul was on. Ball goes out of bounds. Stays with the Knights. Last touch by Jamari Tubbs. That was Lapsley's first foul. Team foul number 1 on Huntington. Knights inbound. Blackburn under the basket. Finds a wide open and a two-hand jam for Evan Hughes. Good fake. Finds Hughes driving to the basket, and he had a wide open lane. Knights first points in style. Lapsley with it, top of the key. Lapsley trying to set the screen. Now goes Tubbs, now to Dayneka. Now inside, underneath the basket, blocked. Aiden Spence with a block and the rejection on Isaiah Lapsley. Thought he had the wide open basket, took his time, And it costed him. Blackburn, three-point shot, just offline, no good, but an offensive rebound for the Knights. Inside, shot no good by Evan Hughes, rebounded by Pearson Deneka. Now inside, Chandler muscling his way to the basket, shot up no good. Chandler gets his own offensive board, puts a shot up, but before that, a foul called on Cabell Midland. And that's going to be on Evan Hughes, his first, team foul number 3 with 2:45 left to go in the first quarter. Highlanders lead 5-2, a low-scoring effort by both teams. Avante Crawford will check in for Huntington. Isaiah Lapsley goes out. It'll be a Highlander inbound just to the right of the basket. And Tristan Hornbuckle will do the inbound duties. Hornbuckle gets it into Tubbs. Jamari Tubbs. Right side, Deneka, long-range three-point shot. Splash, gets it to fall. Pearson Deneka, his first bucket. Highlanders lead by 6. Evan Hughes. Summers has the ball poked away, recovers. And a battle for the basketball. Tristan Hornbuckle. And going to say it was a foul on Hornbuckle. Yes, foul on Tristan Hornbuckle, his first, team foul number 2. Samuel Phillips will check in for the Knights. Out goes Marshall Summers. And you can already tell words exchanged back and forth between these two squads. With it now, Aiden Spence for the Knights. Kicks it over right side. That's Thomas Gibson. Inside. Shot up. Good and one. Evan Hughes puts the shot up through the contact. Gets it to fall and will head to the free throw line. And that's on Avante Crawford, his first. Team foul number 3 of this first quarter. Head coach Lambro Savingos looking for an explanation from the officials. Savingos in his second season. And Evan Hughes heads to the free throw line for this three-point play opportunity. Hughes up and shot no good. Hughes misses the three-point play. Now Highlanders with the basketball up by 4. 2 minutes left to go in the first. Chandler kicks it over right side. That's Hornbuckle. Back to Chandler. Thought about the three-point shot inside. Crawford up. Shot no good by Avante Crawford. Rebounded by the Knights. That's Thomas Gibson. Gibson up ahead. Hughes inside pass. Back to Gibson, and that one's good for 2. Good job by Cabell Midland to claw its way back. Now back within 2. Student section comes alive. Chandler back outside. Whistle blows and a foul on Cabell Midland. Look to see who the foul is on. That's going to be on Thomas Gibson, his first, team foul number 4. One more foul on Cabell Midland. Highlanders will be in the bonus for the remainder of the quarter. Tristan Hornbuckle checks out for Huntington. Officials having to blow the whistle to stop some pushing and shoving. Inside to Deneka, almost misread the pass, and pass taken away. Aiden Spence comes away with it. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Huntington will stay with Cabell Midland. Good job by Aiden Spence to read the pass from Pearson Deneka and get the interception. Now Blackburn will inbound. Blackburn looking for something, finds Colson Christus. Christus just checked back in for the Knights. Phillips back to the top to reset the offense. Evan Hughes now right side. Christus. Knights have a chance to tie or take the lead. Can they take the lead right here? No, the Knights cannot. Aiden Spence, three-point shot offline, and the Highlanders come away with it. Ball almost got free. Avante Crawford, good recovery. Gets it to Isaiah Lapsley. Lapsley back outside. Tavian Chandler. 1 minute left to go in the first quarter. Hand off to Lapsley. Highlanders taking time. Deneka, three-point shot on the way. Pow! Gets it to fall. Pearson Deneka, second triple in the contest. Highlanders lead by 5. 11-6 here in this first quarter. Spence, mid-range floater. That one no good. Just off the right side of the rim and rebounded by Pearson Deneka. Tubbs, three-point shot on the way. That one short. However, offensive board by Lapsley, gets his own board. Dayneka, three-point shot on the way. That one's good. Pearson Dayneka coming alive for the Highlanders. His third triple, and it's 14-6. 20 seconds left to go in the first. Phillips gets it in. Ball poked away by Tubbs. Now up ahead. That's Crawford. Crawford with time. Tubbs up to the basket. Shot no good. Good recovery by the Knights. 5 seconds left. Phillips. 3 seconds. Phillips driving to the basket. Puts up a shot. That one good before the buzzer. Samuel Phillips, his first points. High intensity and high action in this first quarter alone. 14-8. Huntington High leads. Pearson Dayneka comes alive for Huntington with 9 points in that first quarter. We're going to step aside for a quick break. You're watching high school boys basketball on the Marshall Orthopedics Kindred Digital Basketball Showcase.
Mr. Cooper, we have an emergency at a middle school.
Thank you. Board office, will you activate the crisis team? This is not a drill.
In Cabell County Schools, we are ready, alert, and aware.
Second quarter about to start here inside the Castle. It is the 30th basketball anniversary game, Midland's 30th anniversary. Back here inside the campus of Cabell Midland High School, I'm Ben Westfall, your commentator for tonight's contest. Knights with the basketball to start the quarter. Samuel Phillips with it. Phillips handoff. That's Blackburn. Now kicks it over the left side to Aiden Ray. Ray back to Phillips. Knights going around the perimeter. Now inside, back outside. That's Thomas Gibson still in. Gibson back to Blackburn. Blackburn. Good defense so far by Huntington. Now inside, down the baseline. Phillips shot no good. And Tavian Chandler with the defensive board for Huntington. Now inside, Lapsley up off the rim. No good. That actually hit the bottom of the rim. Just an errant shot by Isaiah Lapsley. And the Knights come away with it. Blackburn goes quick. Back outside. Aiden Ray, three-point shot. Pow, he's got it. Aiden Ray, his first bucket. Knights within 3. 14-11, Huntington leads. Just about a minute into the second quarter. Right side, Tavian Chandler receives the pass from Lapsley. Hornbuckle looking for something. Now kicks it back out, Dayneka. Isaiah Lapsley, Dayneka with 9 points so far in this game, all by three-point shots. Hornbuckle loses his footing. Now back outside, Dayneka, and Huntington has to reset the offense. Lapsley with it. Inside, Avante Crawford. Crawford puts up a shot. That one good by Avante Crawford. Defender falls down, and Crawford takes advantage. His first bucket, Christus, mid-range jumper. That one just off to the left side, no good. And Tavian Chandler's there by himself for the defensive rebound. Again, good job inside the paint. Huntington is not allowing anything toward the basket. Dayneka with it, just at the free throw line. Dayneka loses control of the basketball. Aiden Ray comes away with it. And whistle blows, looks to be a foul called. Avante Crawford went down, trying to force the jump ball, but an errant play by Avante Crawford just fell on Aiden Ray. That's going to be an easy whistle for the officials, 10 times out of 10. 6:03 left to go in the second quarter. Highlanders lead by 5. Leading the way for scoring for Huntington, Pearson Dayneka with 9 points. For Cabell Midland, it's Evan Hughes with 4. Up to Colson. Colson Christus with it. Bounce pass. Aiden Ray almost lost the basketball, but recovers. Back to Christus. Hands off. That's Thomas Gibson. Gibson. Bounce pass inside. Whistle blows. And foul called And that's going to be on Jamari Tubbs, his first. Team foul number 2 on Huntington. It'll be an inbound foul, however. Blackburn will be in charge of inbounding duties for Cabell Midland. Gets it in. That's Christus. Now pass inside. Aiden Ray puts up a shot. Aiden Ray gets it to fall. He's up to 5 in this one. Highlanders go quick. Jamari Tubbs back to Lapsley. Lapsley, a little bounce pass over to Hornbuckle. Tristan Hornbuckle drives down the lane, back outside Tubbs, drives down the baseline, kicks it in. Avante Crawford, shot no good. And rebounding it, Colson Christus. Crawford just a little too strong under the basket. Knights come away with it, and a defensive stop. Blackburn kicks outside. Phillips, three-point shot, too strong to the right side of the rim, and rebounded by Isaiah Lapsley for Huntington. Lapsley with it to Tubbs. Crawford back outside. Lapsley, three-point shot, but a whistle blows before all of that happens, and a foul called. Samuel Phillips whistled for the foul for Cabell Midland, his first, team foul number 1 of the second quarter. 4:58 left to go in the quarter. Highlanders lead by 3. Inbounding, Pearson Taneka. Gets it in, Lapsley. Guarded closely by Phillips. Lapsley over to Taneka. Back to Lapsley. Thought about the 3, good closeout. Aiden Ray with it. Back outside, three-point shot. Jamari Tubbs gets it to fall. His first bucket. Good three-point shooting so far by the Highlanders. 5 made three-pointers for Huntington. Colson Christus drives inside, spin move inside the lane. That one falls. Colson Christus, his first bucket. Nice spin move to get him centered up with the basket. Hornbuckle drives inside. That shot no good. Does not fall. Christus with the defensive board. Now up ahead, Aiden Ray. Shot good. All by himself under the basket. And a quick timeout by Lambros Savingos of Huntington. Knights going on a little bit of a run. Has this game within 2. We're going to step aside for a quick break to recognize our sponsors on the Marshall Orthopedics Kindred Digital Basketball Showcase.
Get ready to hit the road with GoMart. Each month, we're featuring a special item to fuel your journey and score you bonus reward points in our Road to Rewards promotion. Each purchase earns you a token, so load up and keep cruising toward big rewards. Plus, the top 25 token earners each month will receive 5,000 additional bonus reward points. Check the GoMart app to see this month's featured item, and as always, earn additional savings on products store-wide with reward member exclusives. Go to gomart.com for more details.
19-17, our score here inside the castle at the campus of Cabell Midland High School. A very high-action back-and-forth contest we have between these two in-county rivals, Cabell Midland and Huntington High. 4:12 left to go in the second quarter. Thank you for watching this edition of High School Boys Basketball on the Marshall Orthopedics Kindred Digital Basketball Showcase. I'm Ben Westfall, your commentator for tonight's contest. Big thank you to our outstanding crew. Producer Parker Withrow, cameraman Toby Maynard, doing a fantastic job, as always. Pearson Taneka leads the way when scoring for Huntington with 9 points. Tavian Chandler with 5. Aiden Ray coming alive for the Knights. He has 7. Play resumes after the Highlander timeout taken by second-year head coach Lambros Savingos. Chandler back outside. Tubbs almost lost the basketball, but good recovery. Taneka with it. And got too jumpy. Travel call on Huntington. Pearson Taneka got his start too soon, and that's a turnover on Huntington. And now the Knights a chance to tie this game up or take a lead with this possession. Under 4 minutes left to go in the first half. Samuel Phillips with it. Phillips, the junior guard. Bounce pass, Colson Christus. Has the ball poked away by Tavian Chandler and taken away by the Highlanders. Chandler up ahead, muscles his way to the basket. Too strong, but a foul. And that one looks to be on Aiden Ray of Cabell Midland. Awaiting the call, yes, Aiden Ray whistled for the foul, his second. Only Knights player in foul trouble so far. Avante Crawford with 2 fouls for Huntington, and he's in a little bit of foul trouble. Tavian Chandler at the free throw line. Chandler first attempt is up and does not fall. No good. Chandler's up to 5 points in this one. Team leading scorer, 15.7 points per game. Braxton Mount checks in for Huntington. The junior. Chandler, second free throw attempt. Too strong, no good. Goes 0 for 2 at the charity stripe. Stays a 2-point game. Christus, the one on the rebound for Cabell Midland. Hughes with it. Hughes drives down the left side, kicks back outside. Blackburn, three-point shot is good, but an offensive foul before the shot. That's Evan Hughes, signal for the offensive foul, a charge foul, his second. Uncostly error right there for the Knights. Highlanders with the basketball. Isaiah Lapsley kicks it left side. Chandler now over to Tubbs. Tubbs back outside. Chandler, three-point shot on the way and off the front of the rim. Somehow gets it to fall. Tavian Chandler. He's up to 8 points in this one, and the Highlanders lead by 5. Phillips has the ball taken away. That's Jamari Tubbs. Tubbs up ahead, all by himself to the basket. That one's good for Jamari Tubbs. Good takeaway, steal, and finishes off with a layup. And a 7-point lead for Huntington. Blackburn with it. Knights have to settle down. Blackburn drives down the right side lane, puts a shot up, and no good. Evan Hughes was the one with the shot, but contact and a foul on Huntington. That's Braxton Mount, who just checked in not that long ago for Huntington. His first foul, and a team foul number 3. So Evan Hughes heads to the free throw line, shooting 2. First attempt on the way, does not fall. No good. Aiden Spence will check in for the Knights. And out goes Samuel Phillips. Second free throw attempt on the way for Evan Hughes. On the way, and that one just off the back right side of the rim, no good. And 0 for 2 on that trip. And up ahead, Highlanders quick, Braxton Mount. Wide open under the basket, 2 points. And a great find by Jamari Tubbs for the assist. Highlanders, good offensive showing so far. Colson Christus drives inside, shot no good. Great defense by Braxton Mount. Chandler up ahead. Daneka drives to the basket, down the baseline, shot blocked. What a rejection. Marshall Summers comes flying in. Now the Knights quickly. Christus, shot good. Colson Christus on the transition. Gets the shot to fall. Under 2 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Started out with the Marshall Summers block and just went down in transition. Colson Christus gets the finish. Chandler, three-point shot on the way off the backboard. The bank is open for Tavian Chandler. He's up to 11, double-digit scoring. And the Highlanders lead by double digits. It's 10-point lead. Hand off to Aiden Spence. Spence back to Blackburn to reset the offense. 1:25 left to go. Blackburn, step back on the way. Shot no good. Ill-advised shot. Knights with an offensive board. Tip back. Colson Christus. What a play. Aiden Spence came flying down the baseline, tipped it back to Colson Christus, and Christus wide open under the basket for 2 points. Highlanders slow things down. Chandler, Tubbs, back to Chandler. Knights looking for a defensive stop. Tavian Chandler with it, just under a minute left to go. Daneka back to Lapsley. Can Huntington respond and keep this lead and extend it? Tavian Chandler over left side, Jamari Tubbs. Looks like the Highlanders are content with taking some time. Tubbs, Knights show pressure. Tubbs to the basket, puts a shot up, does not fall. Braxton Mount with the offensive rebound, but a foul. And that's Braxton Mount whistled for the foul, his second. And so substitutions on the floor. Knights with the basketball after the offensive foul on Braxton Mount. Aiden Spence. Spence driving down the middle, almost lost the basketball, puts up a mid-range jumper, left it short off the front of the rim. 19 seconds left to go. Lapsley driving down the middle of the lane, puts up a shot. Lapsley, shot no good, and foot out of bounds by Braxton Mount. Nice attempt by Mount to try to save it inside to Lapsley, but maybe the pinky toe on the out-of-bounds line. 13 seconds left to go for the Knights to work with. Summers with it. Marshall Summers, spin move, down inside the lane. Shot, no good. And good offensive rebound, Aiden Spence, no good. Lapsley, and time expires in this second quarter. And what a statement half for the Huntington Highlanders. 29-21 is our score between Huntington High and the Cabell Midland Knights. Highlanders trying to get its second win in a row and the second win overall in the season. The Knights trying to avoid going under 500 on the season at the midway point. We're going to step aside for a quick break. When we return, we'll have the halftime show right here on the Marshall Orthopedics Kindred Digital Basketball Showcase.
At Food Fair, we strive to be a part of every community we serve and see how we can support our local families.
Anytime you are able to show you care and help build a stronger community, that's something special.
We want to show our customers that our service goes way beyond our store walls.
It starts there but continues out here. My name's Kevin. I'm happy to serve my customers and my community.
Food Fair, living, working, and serving our hometowns.
Mr. Cooper, we have an emergency at a middle school.
Thank you. Board office, will you activate the crisis team? This is not a drill.
In Cabell County Schools, we are ready, alert, and aware.
PCB is a long-standing partner in our community. We're your neighbors, your teammates, and your friends, and we want to be your banker. We're a team of experienced professionals focused on the personal, residential, and business needs of our community. We make decisions locally, quickly, and with your best interest in mind. We care about you, your family, your business, and your goals. We're PCB, a proud community bank. Open an account with us today.
Going out? Hungry? Have kids? Looking for a fun, casual joint? Then Roosters at Pullman Square in Huntington is the place to be. Bring the kids 12 and under on Tuesdays, and they eat for just 99 cents all day long. That's right, an entree, 2 sides, and a drink for less than $1. Plus, Tuesday at Roosters means a featured appetizer all day for just $2. Roosters will lighten your mood and not your wallet. And you can always enjoy your favorite sports on Roosters 40 TVs. Roosters at Pullman Square in Huntington, a fun, casual joint.
Back here inside the castle, it is halftime between the Huntington Highlanders and the Cabell Midland Knights. The Highlanders with a nice 29-21 lead over the Cabell Midland Knights. Looking at the scoring for both teams, Tavian Chandler leading the way with 11 points, 3 triples for Chandler and 3 triples for Pearson Dayneka. He has 9 points for the Highlanders. For the Knights, Aiden Ray with 7 points, Colson Christus with 6, Evan Hughes with 4. Looking ahead for both of these squads, starting with the host team, the Cabell Midland Knights will be on the road 4 days from now. On the 28th, we'll travel to Hurricane to face the Redskins. That one a 7 p.m. start for Cabell Midland. For Huntington, back on the road 4 days from now on the 28th as well at St. Albans. That one a 7 p.m. start. Highlanders don't return home until the 30th, against Hurricane. That one a 7 p.m. start. Next time Cabell Midland plays at home after this will be against Spring Valley. That one also on the 30th for a 7 p.m. start. Back and forth this game has been, but Huntington High has done a great job controlling the paint and controlling inside, not allowing good lanes to the basket. Now Cabell Midland has taken advantage, and that shows with Colson Christus. A couple mid-range jumpers. Aiden Ray has fought his way to the basket, and Evan Hughes has had a couple wide open lanes to the basket for 4 points in this contest. But so far, a good job by Huntington just guarding the inside, guarding the paint, not allowing anything to open up. No lanes to open up. And if there is an opening for a lane for Cabell Midland, it is shut down quickly by the Huntington Highlanders. And the Highlanders have done a great job scoring from beyond the arc. 7 made 3-point shots by this Highlander squad. 3 by Pearson Deneka, 1 by Jamari Tubbs, and 3 by Tavian Chandler. The Highlanders have been able to effectively move the ball around and spread it around the perimeter and find that wide open shot. It's been a great effort so far by this Huntington team, but adjustments will be made as expected. Can fifth-year head coach Corey Woomer find the adjustments and be able to lead this team right back for the Cabell Midland Knights to get back into this game and recapture a lead? About 5:20 left to go before the start of the second half. As mentioned, Huntington High has done a great job so far. 30th anniversary game for the Cabell Midland Knights in this one. Knights, of course, led by fifth-year head coach Corey Woomer. Highlanders led by second-year head coach Lambros Savingos. If you're Huntington High, you have to be really happy, especially with the 1-7 record. Cabell Midland 5-5, just at 500. If you're Huntington, you have to have a big smile on your face. Done a great job guarding that basket and not allowing these Cabell Midland big men to drive inside and out-muscle you. Huntington High stood firm and has gotten the defensive stops it needs to get. Now it just needs to hold on. And not only that, but you cannot allow these Cabell Midland scorers to get hot. We've seen Ethan Blackburn averaging 12.5 points per game. He has been electric in the latest game. 8 points against George Washington, had 17 points against Belfry. He's a known scorer for this Cabell Midland team. Right now he's quiet. He has 0 points in this contest, but that will change at some point for this Cabell Midland team. Look for Ethan Blackburn to make his mark in the second half. Gotta expect it. Colson Christus has been effective for this Knights team, but if you're Cabell Midland, you have to start attacking from the perimeter. For this Knights team, there's only been one made 3-point shot, and that's Aiden Ray with a lone triple made in this contest. So if you are the Knights, if you are Cabell Midland, you have to start using the perimeter shooting, and not only that, but knocking down the triples. Midland's been sloppy in that sort. And not only that, but props to both teams. There have been fouls on both teams, but not a lot of free throws in this contest so far. Fouls have been back and forth, but it's been a relatively clean game despite the high intensity and high action between these two squads. Obviously a chippy rivalry between these two teams. So if you're Cabell Midland, you have to use the perimeter, get the 3-point shooting hot, get that going if you want to survive in the second half. For Huntington, keep on guarding inside, but close out quickly. And if you're the Highlanders, continue putting up those good baskets. Use that perimeter shooting. Don't get cold. That 3-point shooting has been effective so far for Huntington. Just under 3 minutes to go before the start of the second half. We're going to step aside for a break right here on the Marshall Orthopedics Kindred Digital Basketball Showcase.
Welcome, folks, to the most mouth-watering showdown on television, the Hangry Games Ultimate Snack-Off, right here at your local Little General store. As the snacks fly and the deli slices, remember, dear viewers, every item they're using can be found at your nearest Little General store, where creativity meets convenience. Keep your appetites brave and your snacks ready.
PCB is a long-standing partner in our community. We're your neighbors, your teammates, and your friends, and we want to be your banker. We're a team of experienced professionals focused on the personal, residential, and business needs of our community. We make decisions locally, quickly, and with your best interest in mind. We care about you, your family, your business, and your goals. We're PCB, a proud community bank. Open an account with us today.
Mr. Cooper, we have an emergency at a middle school.
Thank you. Board office, will you activate the crisis team? This is not a drill.
In Cabell County Schools, we are ready, alert, and aware.
Second half about to begin here inside the castle at the campus of Cabell Midland High School. It's been a very fun back and forth game between these two squads. The Huntington Highlanders lead over the Cabell Midland Knights 29-21. Glad you're joining us here on the stream from West Virginia Video Productions on the Marshall Orthopedics Kindred Digital Basketball Showcase. I'm Ben Westfall, your commentator for tonight's contest. Big thank you to our outstanding crew. Our producer, Parker Withrow, has done a great job. Also, our cameraman, Toby Maynard, has also done a fantastic job. These two have been with me for the past few games, and as always, doing a fantastic job. Just props to them, as always. 29-21, Huntington High leads over the Cabell Midland Knights. It's been a very fun back-and-forth contest between these two squads, to say the least. Highlanders led by Tavian Chandler. Who else with 11 points? Pearson Daneka with a strong shooting performance in that first half for the three-point line. He has 9 points in this one, leading the way in scoring for the Knights. Aiden Ray with 7. Huntington will have the basketball to start this third quarter. We are underway. Back in action here at the Castle. Tavian Chandler with it right side. Chandler kicks it back to Hornbuckle. Hornbuckle bounce pass to Lapsley. Isaiah Lapsley. Double team. Now kicks it back. Hornbuckle three-point shot. Missed. No good. Just off to the left side. And getting the rebound was Samuel Phillips for the Knights. Now Blackburn. Blackburn has the ball taken away. Jamari Tubbs with it. Tubbs down the baseline. Puts up a shot, and that one no good. Good recovery by Ethan Blackburn to get the defensive stop. Now Colson Christus, left side three. That one just too strong off the right side of the rim. No good. Leaping up for the defensive rebound is Tavian Chandler. Chandler now kicks it over to Hornbuckle. Back to Lapsley, left side. Lapsley. No, he's thinking about the three-point shot. Gets it over left side corner to Tubbs. Now back to Hornbuckle. And whistle blows and a quick timeout by head coach Lambros Savingos. Probably saw some sort of error and wants to correct it. So quick timeout. We're going to step aside for a quick break to recognize our sponsors.
Get ready to hit the road with GoMart. Each month, we're featuring a special item to fuel your journey and score you bonus reward points in our Road to Rewards promotion. Each purchase earns you a token, so load up and keep cruising toward big rewards. Plus, the top 25 token earners each month will receive 5,000 additional bonus reward points. Check the GoMart app to see this month's featured item. And as always, earn additional savings on products store-wide with reward member exclusives. Go to gomart.com for more details.
Not even a minute into this third quarter, Huntington High calls timeout. Second-year head coach Lambros Savingos wanting to talk things over with his squad. 7:04 to be exact in this third quarter. Highlanders lead 29-21 over Cabell Midland. Hornbuckle, cross court. Lapsley, now Tubbs, bounce pass inside. Tavian Chandler, short the shot. No, excuse me, that was Crawford that put the shot up. The first one, that one was no good. Tavian Chandler comes flying in for the offensive rebound. The putback was unsuccessful. However, Colson Christus, too much contact, and a foul against Christus on Tavian Chandler. Chandler heads to the free throw line. He was 0 for 2 his last trip. And his first attempt on this trip is up and good. Puts the Highlanders in the 30-point mark. Officials telling the Highlander players to hurry up a little bit with their pep talk to Chandler. Second attempt on the way, and that one just short, no good. Left it to the front left side of the rim. So 1 for 2 on that trip. Chandler overall 1 for 4 on the day. Ball poked out of bounds. That was Isaiah Lapsley poking it out away from Marshall Summers. Basketball still stays with the Knights. 6:40 left to go in the third quarter. Ethan Blackburn Be inbounding for Cabell Midland. Gets it into Colson Christus. Now bounce pass Summers. Thought about the three-point shot. Now Summers drives down the left side. And off the foot of Avante Crawford goes out of bounds, but it'll be a kickball anyway. Stays Midland basketball. Highlanders lead by 9. Blackburn again will inbound. Bounce pass inside. Christus has the ball poked away by Tavian Chandler, and Chandler, good recovery to get it to Isaiah Lapsley. Great defensive stand by Huntington. Lapsley with it. Bounce pass over right side. Finds Chandler. Chandler to the rim. Shot no good, but a foul. And that's Colson Christus, who looks to be holding his, looks like his right collarbone. Maybe too hard a contact. Tavian Chandler, however, goes to the free throw line. Hopefully Christus is okay. First free throw attempt, no good. Tavian Chandler struggling at the free throw line right now. He's 1 for 5. Chandler made free throw, can put the Highlanders up 10, and he does so successfully. 2 of 6 overall for the charity stripe is Chandler in this contest. Highlanders lead by 10. Up ahead, Aiden Ray with it. Left side, Ray. And the whistle blows. And an offensive foul on the Knights. And that's Samuel Phillips. Official says and an elbow was tossed by Phillips. That's going to be an offensive foul and yet another turnover by this Cabell Midland roster. Knights have no answer for Huntington High. Lapsley with it, kicks it over left side, Hornbuckle. Back to Lapsley, floater pass. Lapsley back outside to Tubbs. Tubbs over to Hornbuckle, left side. Three-point shot by Tubbs. That one rolls in and out, no good. Just offline, Knights come away with a defensive rebound. Christus over to Blackburn. Still scoreless. Blackburn, can he find his first points? Left the shot short, no good. Now up ahead, Tubbs. Takes his time, three-point shot, way too strong off the left side of the rim, no good. Knights trying to go quickly. Aiden Ray trying to get inside of Crawford. Now Christus, inside pass, and we'll say last touch by Huntington. Pass was intended for Aiden Ray, but deflected out of bounds by the Highlanders. Knights remain with the basketball. Inbounding, Phillips, and tries to get it to Aiden Ray. Taken away by the Highlanders. Isaiah Lapsley comes away with it. Lapsley to the basket. That one's good for 2. First basket of the game for Isaiah Lapsley. And a timeout called by the Knights. And timeout, but there may... And there's a technical foul on number 0, Tristan Hornbuckle of Huntington. Not sure what the call was about. That's his second foul. Either way, timeout. We'll step aside for a quick break to recognize our sponsors.
No matter where you are in life, Mount West Community and Technical College isn't just about an education. It's a step toward your future. We provide the hands-on support you need.
Jessica, welcome to Mount West.
With classes that fit your life.
Jessica?
At Mount West, we know you by name. Because here, you're more than just a number.
Jessica Bailey.
Mount West Community and Technical College. Because you matter here.
Back here inside the castle after a Cabell Midland timeout by head coach Corey Woomer. Looking to talk things over, but a technical foul on Tristan Hornbuckle. Something must have been said Not sure exactly why the technical was called. Hornbuckle will head to the bench, and Ethan Blackburn with a chance to score his first points of the game. At the free throw line, Blackburn makes the first. Again, not sure what the whistle was blown for on Tristan Hornbuckle. However, he will have 2 fouls. Second free throw attempt, offline, no good. And basketball, of course, will stay with the Knights. It was going to be with Cabell Midland regardless from the timeout taken by Cabell Midland. Inbound gets it to Aiden Ray. Ray over to Thomas Gibson. Gibson now up top of the key. Blackburn. Right side, back to Ray. Bounce pass. That's Evan Hughes. Whistle blows and looks to be a foul called on Tavian Chandler. And that will be his first, team foul number 2 of this quarter. 4:49 left to go in the third. Highlanders lead by 11, 33-22. Blackburn will inbound, gets it into Thomas Gibson. Gibson right side, that's Hughes. Hughes driving down the middle of the lane, goes toward the basket, shot no good. Blackburn with an offensive board and puts it back in for 2. And Cabell Midland back within single digits in this deficit. Lapsley, left side, Jamari Tubbs. Bounce pass back to Lapsley. Now right side, Dayneka, 3-point shot on the way. And that is pure for Pearson Dayneka. That's his 4th triple of the contest. He is hot, 12 points in this one. Inside pass, Ray puts up a shot. Aiden Ray, reverse layup, gets it to fall through the defense. Knights back within 10. Lapsley, left side, Tubbs. Thought about the pass left side instead. Lapsley, 3-point shot. That one rattles around, no good. Avante Crawford muscles his way for the offensive rebound. Put back, no good. And Crawford cannot get his own board. Goes out of bounds, last touched by Avante Crawford. And will be Cabell Midland basketball. I think maybe a warning on the Huntington bench to settle down. High intensity and a lot of emotions in this one. Hughes, top of the key to Aiden Ray. Bounce pass, Thomas Gibson now with it. Gibson, push off on Pearson Dayneka. Back to Spence. Spence over right side, that's Aiden Ray. Ray, bounce pass, trying to get into Blackburn, taken away, Jamari Tubbs. And Tubbs driving to the basket, but instead got whistled for the foul on Ethan Blackburn. In transition. And that will be Blackburn's. Blackburn's second, excuse me. And that was a transition take foul. So that'll be 1 free throw for Huntington. Isaiah Lapsley. No, excuse me. 1 or 2 free throws for Huntington. Pearson Dayneka will be the one actually taking the free throws. First attempt, just short, no good. And it will be 2 free throw attempts. Hot for the 3-point line, but misses his first free throw at the charity stripe. And whistle blows from the far side official. Not sure what this conference is about. I think maybe saying that it was Jamari Tubbs that had the basketball and took it in transition. And yeah, Tubbs will go to the free throw line. So they're saying the one that had the basketball when the foul was called, Tubbs, will have to be the one to shoot the free throws. He makes the attempt. And that will be his only attempt, as Pearson Dayneka's one was no good. So Highlanders lead by 11. Out of all that confusion and chaos, we're back to some basketball. Dayneka will inbound for Huntington. And gets it all the way up to Tubbs, but pass intercepted. Blackburn, his outstretched arms. Spence, shot no good, but a foul. And that will be on Jamari Tubbs in transition. Second foul on Tubbs. 3rd team foul. And that will send Aiden Spence to the free throw line. A chance for him to score for the first time today. 3:23 left to go in the third quarter. Aiden spins. First free throw attempt. Rattles around. No good. Hits too strong off the back of the iron. Can Spence go 1 for 2 on this trip? Shot up. That one falls. And now the Knights back within 10. Some work to be done for Cabell Midland. Lapsley, bounce pass, Crawford inside, Chandler down the baseline, and Tavian Chandler had the lane to the basket and took advantage. Off the glass, that one was good. Aiden Ray now with it, guarded closely by Crawford. Ray down the baseline, shot no good, but too much contact on Avante Crawford. And that will be his third, so Crawford now in foul trouble. So Aiden Ray heads to the free throw line. Ray with 9 points. First attempt, and gets the friendly shooter's roll. That one falls. Took a couple bounces on the top of the rim. Second free throw attempt by Ray. That one a lot more pure. Goes 2 for 2 on that trip. Tristan Hornbuckle, the one that was charged with the technical foul not too long ago, back in for Huntington. And he'll have the basketball in his hands. Hornbuckle, left side, Daneka, cross-court pass to Tubbs. Now left side, Daneka, three-point shot, and pow! Pearson Daneka cannot miss. That is another triple. That's his 5th. 15 points for Pearson Daneka. Highlanders lead by 13. Down the lane, inside, Spence, shot rejected. Tavian Chandler absolutely denies the layup by Aiden Spence. And the Highlanders are hot in this one. 2:32 left to go in the third. Ethan Blackburn with it inbound. Colson Christus. Christus trying to find a pass. Kicks left side. That's Thomas Gibson. Three-point shot. No good. And Aiden Ray trying to save it. And he saves it to Isaiah Lapsley of Huntington. Lapsley puts the ball up. Chandler. Shot. Good. Tavian Chandler with another bucket on the assist from Isaiah Lapsley. And a 15-point Huntington High lead. Christus with it. Top of the key. Colson Christus, spin around, mid-range jumper. That one, no good. And almost rebounded by Huntington. Lapsley came away with it, but officials are going to say a foul on Tristan Hornbuckle, holding back the Knights player from getting the rebound. I think it was Aiden Ray that was the one under the basket for Cabell Midland to try to get the rebound, but Hornbuckle was holding him back, so a foul. And will be actually Thomas Gibson. So it was Gibson, the one that was restricted. And first free throw for Gibson, no good. And looks like Marshall Summers will check in for Gibson if this free throw is good. Attempt on the way, and it will not be good, but the putback good by Colson Christus. The tip back. Gets it to fall. That's 2 points for Christus. He's up to 8. Highlanders remain on top by 13. Hornbuckle with it. Hand off, Daneka. At the top, near the Knights logo. Now right side, back to Hornbuckle. Daneka almost lost the basketball. Does lose the basketball. It's free, and Tubbs recovers. Right side, whistle blows, and a foul. And Highlanders will be in the bonus. That foul on Gibson, that's his second. And again, team foul number 5 on the Knights. So both teams in the bonus for the remainder of the third quarter. Talked about it at halftime. These two teams have played clean, effective basketball. Not a lot of free throw shooting. That's changed in this third quarter. Jamari Tubbs at the free throw line. Shooting 2. First attempt. Falls good. 1:22 left to go in this third quarter. Jamari Tubbs. Misses the second free throw. And Blackburn outstretches everybody for the rebound. Blackburn going coast to coast. Daineka almost saved it. Aiden Ray puts up a shot. Fade away. That one's good. What an effective shot by Aiden Ray for the Knights. Highlanders with the basketball. Isaiah Lapsley. Left side, kicks it back over right. Chandler, now Hornbuckle. Right side wing. Hornbuckle switches sides on the court. Back left side. Dubs. Stop, shoot, pull up. That one no good. Just too strong, and Blackburn all by himself for the defensive rebound. Blackburn goes coast to coast, puts up a shot off the glass. Good and one for Ethan Blackburn. Through the contact. Blackburn will find himself at the free throw line for a chance at the three-point play. And that will be on Tavian Chandler, his second foul. And a made free throw will finally have the Knights within single digits. Trailing. Blackburn went 1 for 2 at the charity stripe earlier, goes 1 for 1 on that trip. He's up to 6 points. Was scoreless at halftime, has found 6 points in this third quarter. Chandler with the basketball, received off the handoff from Isaiah Lapsley. Chandler down the lane on the left side, has the ball poked away, and who else? It's Blackburn. Ethan Blackburn going down. Now finds a pass inside Aiden Ray, and off of Aiden Ray's left hand goes out of bounds. Highlander basketball. Despite the turnover, good defensive stop for Huntington. And 23 seconds left to go in the third. Lapsley with it will take it up slowly, trying to save one final shot for this Huntington team. Look out for Pearson Daineka. He's on the right side corner. Lapsley driving in. Mid-range jumper. That one's good for Isaiah Lapsley. He's up to 4. 5 seconds left to go. Summers going quick. Summers over to Spence. Long-range three. That one's good if it goes, and it's not good. Just off to the left side. It looked good from my point of view. Just off to the left. An exciting game it has been so far. 1 quarter remains to decide a winner in this one. Highlanders lead the home team. 47-36 is our score. We're going to step aside for a quick break. You're watching high school boys basketball on the Marshall Orthopedics Kindred Digital Basketball Showcase.
Cabell County Schools has a zero-tolerance policy for bullying, harassment, and intimidation. We're excited to provide the Stop It mobile app for our students. Stop It has 2 powerful features. Students may report incidents or talk directly to school officials. Cabell County students have the power to end harmful and inappropriate online or physical bullying. You can download the app from Apple or Google Play. Together, we can create a safer, kinder school community.
One final quarter remains here inside the castle at the campus of Cabell Midland High School. The 30th anniversary of Cabell Midland basketball. And the Highlanders looking to spoil and pick up its second win on the season, leading 47-36 after 3 quarters. Thank you for watching this edition of High School Boys Basketball on the Marshall Orthopedics Kindred Digital Basketball Showcase. I'm Ben Westfall, your commentator for tonight's contest. Play resumes. Marshall Summers with it for the Knights. Summers, pass down inside. Aiden Ray down the baseline, kicks back outside. Colson Christus, three-point shot, rattles around. That one's good. Good start to this 4th quarter for the Knights. And that pulls Cabell Midland back within 8. Cabell Midland's going to have a spectacular 4th quarter to get itself back in this game. Daineka, bounce pass, ball almost taken away by Colson Christus. However, good recovery by Hornbuckle. Lapsley with it. Highlanders reset. Lapsley almost lost the basketball. Now recovers. Lapsley 3-point shot. Step back. That one's good for Isaiah Lapsley. He's up to 7 points. What an answer for Huntington. Marshall Summers down the lane, puts up a shot. That one just off the front of the rim, no good. However, rebound Carson Christian, and whistle blows and a foul. What a Good effort by the freshman who just entered into the game, Carson Christian. And he'll put himself at the free throw line to shoot 2. And the foul was on Pearson Deneka. That's his first. Highlanders lead by 11. And first free throw attempt by Carson Christian is good. Has it back within 10. Second attempt is pure. Goes 2 for 2 at the charity stripe. And it's a 9-point game in favor of Huntington, 50-41. Highlanders 5 points away from meeting its points per game average on the season. Lapsley kicks it left side, Pearson Tanaka. Now Tavian Chandler. Chandler driving down the left side baseline, goes up toward the basket. That one no good, just left it short by Tavian Chandler. And Carson Christian with the defensive board. Now inside, ball poked around. Aiden Ray, good recovery. Mid-range jumper off the glass. Good spot by Aiden Ray. That one's good, and it's now a 7-point game. Knights putting up a good fight to come back. 6:25 left to go in the fourth. Isaiah Lapsley with it. Lapsley, left side, and ball taken away. Marshall Summers has a lane to the basket. Summers off the glass, no good. Put back, also no good by Carson Christian, and ball goes back to Huntington. Hornbuckle has it. Hornbuckle, Deneka to the basket. That one's good. What a turn of events for Huntington. Aiden Ray with it. Knights had 2 chances for a shot, could not get it to fall, and Huntington capitalizes in transition. Mid-range jumper, Aiden Ray, shot no good, and Isaiah Lapsley comes away with the rebound. Lapsley hesitates, goes to the basket, trying to find a shot, absolutely rejected. Colson Christus denies the shot. And Deneka with the basketball. Highlanders trying to slow down, and a whistle blows and a timeout. It looks like Tristan Hornbuckle is shaking up a little bit for Huntington. Hopefully he's all right. It looks to be that right leg just trying to put pressure on it. Looks to be a 30-second timeout by Huntington. No timeout? All right. Play resumes. However, Avante Crawford checks in for Huntington. 5:28 left to go in the fourth quarter. And now whistle blows, and now a timeout. It'll be a full timeout by Huntington. So with that, we're going to step aside for a quick break to recognize our sponsors here on the Marshall Orthopedics Kindred Digital Basketball Showcase.
No matter where you are in life, Mount West Community and Technical College isn't just about an education. It's a step toward your future. We provide the hands-on support you need.
Jessica, welcome to Mount West.
With classes that fit your life.
Jessica?
At Mount West, we know you by name, because here, you're more than just a number.
Jessica Bailey.
Mount West Community and Technical College, because you matter here.
.26 left to go in this fourth and final quarter between the host team, the Cabell Midland Knights, and the visitors, the Huntington Highlanders. Highlanders lead 52-43. It's been a fun back and forth, high intensity contest. And Highlanders will have the basketball out of the full timeout. Huntington with 2 timeouts remaining, Cabell Midland with 3. Lapsley with the basketball left side. Tristan Hornbuckle checked out. He's a little bit shaken up on that right leg. Hopefully he's okay. Lapsley with it, left side, bounce pass, Deneka. Now back to Isaiah Lapsley. Highlanders content with taking some time. And this is the fun of high school basketball. Possession ball. Chandler with it. Chandler, 3-point shot on the way. That one left short, no good. And Carson Christian getting a lot of action as a freshman. Gets the rebound. Christian has the ball poked away, but a foul. Just too much contact by Tavian Chandler. That'll be his third foul on the contest. And the first team foul in this fourth quarter for Huntington. Ethan Blackburn will inbound for the Knights. Gets it in. That's Carson Christian, right side. Christian back outside. Marshall Summers. Guarded closely by Isaiah Lapsley. Summers driving down the lane. Puts up a shot. That one too strong. No good. And Jamari Tubbs gets the defensive rebound. And contact. Too much contact by Marshall Summers. That's a foul. His first. And team foul number 1. Marshall Summers and Thomas Gibson will check out for the Knights. Aiden Ray, Samuel Phillips in. Highlander basketball, 4:35 left to go in this fourth and final quarter. Isaiah Lapsley with the basketball. Highlanders lead by 9. Lapsley inside Dayneka. Chandler going to the basket, and Tavian Chandler puts up another basket. Good for Huntington. Aiden Ray, three-point shot on the way. That one no good. Ball bounces around. Offensive board for the Knights. And Samuel Phillips comes away with it, but ball poked out of bounds by Huntington. Looks to be Jamari Tubbs, the one that forces the ball out, but the basketball stays with Cabell Midland. Ray, inbound, wide open lane to the basket was Aiden Ray, and the shot no good on the inbound from Marshall Summers. Had the wide open lane, just put too much on it, and the Highlanders can take advantage. Lapsley to Chandler, Chandler to Dayneka. Right side. Now back to Chandler. Thought about the three-point shot, and the shot is blocked. Colson Christus has a lane. Dayneka catches up. Christus to the basket. That one's good. He's up to 13 points. And the Knights back within a single-digit deficit. Back and forth we go. Lapsley driving down the lane. Almost lost the basketball. Recovers. Gets it back to Chandler. Chandler back to Lapsley. Right side wing. Bounce pass inside Crawford. Crawford back to Lapsley. Lapsley back to Tubbs to reset. Tubbs has the ball poked away. Ethan Blackburn. And whistle blows. And that will be a foul on Jamari Tubbs. That's his third. And Jamari Tubbs, good job by Ethan Blackburn to just strip and poke that ball away by Tubbs. Forced the turnover and draw the foul. Blackburn with it. Blackburn almost had the ball poked away, but a foul called against Jamari Tubbs. That is his fourth foul and team foul number 4. Still a 9-point game. Highlanders lead. 3:10 left to go. Inbound. Aiden Ray with it. Aiden Ray trying to get it to Blackburn. Good job by Jamari Tubbs. And Tubbs out of bounds. It will be Cabell Midland basketball. The back of Jamari Tubbs leaned back and hit that out of bounds line. Good defensive effort so far by Jamari Tubbs. Love the intensity despite having 4 fouls, but he's got to be careful. Highlanders cannot afford to lose him. He's played great so far. Has 7 points in this contest. Blackburn with it. Blackburn goes right side. Blackburn driving down the lane. Back outside Aiden Ray. Ray trying to find his way to the basket. And travel call on Aiden Ray. Costly turnover there by the Knights with 2:46 left to go. Isaiah Lapsley will lead the way for the Highlanders. Huntington trying to get back-to-back wins on the season and the 4th win in a row against this Cabell Midland team. Lapsley with it right side. Bounce pass over to Tubbs. Tubbs back to Lapsley. Lapsley driving down the right side lane. Has a wide open lane to the basket. And that's good off the glass. Isaiah Lapsley. Good vision to find a lane and get to the basket. Christus with it. Christus, mid-range jumper on the way. That one's good. Nice stop-and-shoot move by Colson Christus. Gets the bucket to fall. And with 2:14 left to go, a full timeout taken by Cabell Midland. Knights trail 56-47 to the Huntington Highlanders. And a full timeout. We're going to step aside for a break to recognize our sponsors right here on the Marshall Orthopedics Kindred Digital Basketball Showcase.
Cabell County Schools has a zero-tolerance policy for bullying, harassment, and intimidation. We're excited to provide the Stop It mobile app for our students. Stop It has 2 powerful features. Students may report incidents or talk directly to school officials. Cabell County students have the power to end harmful and inappropriate online or physical bullying. You can download the app from Apple or Google Play. Together, we can create a safer, kinder school community.
.2:14 left to go in this fourth and final quarter. The visitors, the Huntington Highlanders, lead the home team, Cabell Midland Knights, 56-47 after a full timeout by the Knights. Inbound play resumes. Lapsley with it, full court press by the Knights. Up ahead, Tavian Chandler. Chandler will slow things down for Huntington. Chandler guarded closely by Aiden Spence. Whistle blows and a foul on Spence. That will be his first, the freshman guard. 2:02 left to go. Not a bad foul. That's only the second team foul on the Knights in this quarter. Up ahead, sloppy pass taken away. Aiden Ray toward the basket. Ray spin move and gets the bucket to fall. Sloppy pass, and it's now a 7-point game. Knights showing that full court pressure. Tubbs bounce pass to Daneka. Up ahead, Chandler sloppy pass, and Carson Christian takes it away. Knights trying to get back in this one. And pass taken back away by the Highlanders. Avante Crawford. Costly mistake by the Knights and a timeout called by the Highlanders. As a trap was set by Cabell Midland. 7-point ball game, 30-second timeout. We're going to step aside real quick to recognize our sponsors.
Get ready to hit the road with GoMart. Each month, we're featuring a special item to fuel your journey and score you bonus reward points in our Road to Rewards promotion. Each purchase earns you a token, so load up and keep cruising toward big rewards. Plus, the top 25 token earners each month will receive 5,000 additional bonus reward points. Check the GoMart app to see this month's featured item. And as always, earn additional savings on products store-wide with reward member exclusives. Go to gomart.com for more details.
If you have tuned in for this game, boy, oh boy, have you picked a fun game to watch. 7-point ball game. Highlanders lead 56-49 over the home team, Cabell Midland Knights. Highlanders, if it can hold on, a minute 30 left to go before back-to-back wins. However, the Knights trying to get over 500 and improve to 6-5. Highlander basketball out of the timeout. One timeout remains for Huntington. Hornbuckle with it, gets it to Jamari Tubbs. Tubbs guarded closely, double team, up ahead, wide open to the basket. Avante Crawford finds 2 points, and a clutch 2 points for Crawford has the Highlanders up by 9. Closing down to a minute, Aiden Ray. Ray, left side, back outside, Carson Christian, the freshman. Christian driving down the middle of the lane. Christian has the ball taken away. Tavian Chandler comes away with it. Daneka, trap set, and ball out of bounds. Last touch by Colson Christus for the Knights, and just under a minute left to go. Highlanders lead by 9. What a big takeaway by Tavian Chandler for Huntington. Pearson Daneka will inbound. Gets it all the way over to Hornbuckle. Back to Daneka. Full court defense and travel call on Daneka. Got trapped up between Aiden Spence and Ethan Blackburn. That's a turnover on Huntington with 55.1 seconds left to go. And a 9-point ball game. Daneka subs out. And Carson Christian, valuable minutes for the freshman. He performed spectacularly, and he will sub out. Good effort by Christian. 9-point game, Knights basketball. Summers will inbound, gets it into Blackburn. Highlanders have to be careful, mainly Jamari Tubbs. He has 4 fouls and 14 fouls on Huntington. Blackburn, 3-point shot, and no good, but a foul called on Jamari Tubbs. That's going to be his 5th. He's fouled out. Blackburn heads to the free throw line for 3 free throws for the Knights. And a costly foul with 47.2 seconds left to go. And Blackburn with a chance for 3 crucial free throws to pull the Knights within 6 if he makes all of them. Jamari Tubbs subs out with 5 fouls. Dayneka back in. He only has 1 foul. Blackburn, 3 big free throws. First one up and good. His 3rd made free throw in the contest. Is 3 for 4 so far today. 8-point ball game. Knights have 2 timeouts to work with. Second attempt, that one's good. Ethan Blackburn up to 8. He was scoreless at halftime and has come alive. 1 final free throw attempt can make this a 6-point ball game. On the way, and that's money. Chandler up ahead, Dayneka, Hornbuckle, Highlanders all by himself, get across the midcourt stripe. 40 seconds left and a quick foul. Aiden Ray, that's his 3rd. And that's the 3rd team foul on Cabell Midland. 39.4 seconds left to go. Another classic showdown between these 2 Cabell County rivals. What do you expect when these 2 face off? Crawford will inbound, gets it inside, and that is Lapsley with it, and Lapsley will get fouled. That's Colson Christus whistled for the contact. That's his 3rd. And that's the 4th team foul. 37.8 seconds left to go. Highlanders in negative territory. Gets it in, Dayneka, and whistle blows, foul call. That's Aiden Ray. He's got to be careful. That's his 4th foul on Ray. Only took about half a second off the board. 36.8 left to go, and that will send Pearson Dayneka to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. Both teams in the bonus for the remainder of this 4th quarter. It's a 2-possession game, now a 3-possession game. First free throw attempt is good for Pearson Dayneka. And a chance to make this an 8-point ball game. Dayneka, second free throw attempt. Too strong, no good. Goes 1 for 2 at the charity stripe. It remains a 7-point game. Colson Christus goes quick in transition. Has a wide open lane to the basket. That one's good. And it's a 5-point ball game, 29.6 seconds left to go, and that's another timeout by Cabell Midland's Corey Woomer, the head coach for the Knights. 1 final timeout remains for this Cabell Midland team. And we'll keep it here. Highlanders on top by 5. All stakes in this one. Highlanders are 1-7 on the season, trying to pick up its 2nd win and would be back-to-back wins. The Knights trying to avoid back-to-back losses after losing to George Washington 68-40 here at Cabell Midland High School. It has been a very intense back-and-forth game. The Knights have fought all the way back, have trailed by double digits for a majority of this basketball game. And the Highlanders, great defense so far, but the Cabell Midland Knights have done a great job responding. And now with 29.6 seconds left to go, it's now a 5-point ball game in favor of Huntington. 1 a day. Individual performances, Aiden Ray, Colson Christus for the Knights. Tavian Chandler and Pearson Dayneka have been outstanding for Huntington. Isaiah Lapsley as well for the Highlanders. And Ethan Blackburn has came alive in this second half. $17 points for Colson Christus. What a day for him. 16 for Aiden Ray. That's a majority of this Cabell Midland scoring. 18 for Pearson Dayneka. He's been good as well for Huntington. Inbound, 29.6 seconds left to go. Highlanders with the basketball. Gets it up ahead. That's Hornbuckle. Hornbuckle to Vontae Crawford. Ball was almost deflected and taken away by the Knights. However, whistle blows and a foul call on Cabell Midland to stop the clock with 25.5 seconds left to go. And that's going to be on Thomas Gibson. That's his 3rd. And if Avante Crawford can make both of these free throws, takes it back to a 7-point game and a 3-possession game. Crawford, nothing set in stone just yet. First attempt, rattles around, gets the friendly shooters rolled. That one's good. He's up to 5 points. And 19 points for Tavian Chandler. 18 for Pearson Dayneka. 17 for Colson Christus for the Knights. 16 for Aiden Ray. Second free throw attempt, rattles around, no good, and it remains a 6-point ball game. Ball almost taken away by Pearson Dayneka, goes out of bounds, intended for Colson Christus. 21.6 seconds left to go. Knights with the basketball on its side. And it's a 6-point ball game. 2 made threes and a stop. Knights tie this game up. Nothing set in stone. Blackburn with it, 20 seconds left to go. Blackburn, 3-point shot on the way. That one's good for Ethan Blackburn. 3-point shot, and it's a one-possession game in favor of the Highlanders with 15.8 seconds left. Are you kidding me, Ethan Blackburn? What a shot, what a step back through the defense. Gets it to fall. And it's a 3-point ball game. The Cabell Midland Knights have roared its way back into this basketball game here at home. And a timeout taken by Cabell Midland. That's its last timeout. We'll keep it here. My goodness, what a second half for Ethan Blackburn. Clutch 3-point shot from the top of the key. Has this a 3-point difference between Huntington and Cabell Midland. The Knights have lost 3 in a row to this Huntington team, trying to break that streak. Huntington trying to get its 4th win against Cabell Midland, trying to get its 2nd win in a row, and 15.8 seconds away from that. However, the Knights trying to deny that, and a stop here by Cabell Midland and a 3-point shot. This game is tied and potentially going to overtime. Both teams in the bonus, however. So if the Knights foul, let me rephrase that. If the Highlanders get this ball in play, the Knights will have to foul unless it can force a turnover. No timeouts for the Knights to work with. 15.8 seconds left. Pearson Dayneka will inbound for Huntington. Gets it in, and that's Tristan Hornbuckle. Whistle blows, and a foul called. Almost a jump ball, which possession error would have went to Huntington anyway, but the foul is on Thomas Gibson. That's his 4th, and that will send Tristan Hornbuckle to the free throw line for 2 free throws. 2 crucial free throws for Huntington in this one. And a moment for Tristan Hornbuckle to get his first points of the ball game. Student section comes alive for the Knights. First free throw attempt is good. And barring a 3-point shot made and an and one, it's a 2-possession game in favor of Huntington. 14.9 left to go. Hornbuckle. Knights will have to go quick. Second attempt is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the charity stripe. Highlanders will not use its timeout. Up the floor we go. Aiden Spence, 12 seconds left. Spence, 3-point shot on the way. That one's good for Aiden Spence, and it's a 2-point ball game. Highlanders inbound, and Aiden Spence, 3-point shot, 5.1 seconds left to go, and a foul called on the Knights. Are you kidding me? Second foul on Aiden Spence, and it's a 2-point ball game. Hold up, folks. This one ain't over. Pearson Dayneka will be at the free throw line to shoot 2. He makes both. That might ice your ball game. He makes one and misses the other. Game still alive for the Knights. Dayneka, first attempt is good. Ice in his veins. It's a 3-point game. Knights have a chance to tie it, barring a miss. 5.1 seconds left to go. 63-60. Highlanders lead by 3. Can Dayneka close the door on this one? Second attempt is good for Pearson Dayneka. 5.1 seconds left to go. Ball rolls around. 2 seconds. 1. And that is your ball game. Shot no good. And the Huntington Highlanders hold on by 4. 64-60 in this one. And Tristan Hornbuckle with a key defensive stop on Cabell Midland territory. The Knights get upset by the Highlanders, and that's back-to-back wins for Huntington. What a basketball game here in the Castle. 64-60 is your final, and the Highlanders come out victorious. My goodness, what a basketball game here at the campus of Cabell Midland High School. What an effort by Cabell Midland. Was trailing by double digits for the first 3 quarters of this basketball game and came back to make this a 2-point game, but just comes up short. Pearson Dayneka with 2 clutch free throws to end it. Close the door. Highlanders win this one 64-60. we're going to step aside for a quick break. When we return, we will have the post-game show and post-game comments right here on the Marshall Orthopedics Kindred Digital Basketball Showcase.
No matter where you are in life, Mount West Community and Technical College isn't just about an education. It's a step toward your future. We provide the hands-on support you need.
Jessica, welcome to Mount West.
With classes that fit your life.
Jessica?
At Mount West, we know you by name. Because here, you're more than just a number.
Jessica Bailey.
Mount West Community and Technical College. Because you matter here.
Welcome, folks, to the most mouth-watering showdown on television, the Hangry Games Ultimate Snack-Off, right here at your local Little General store. As the snacks fly and the deli slices, remember, dear viewers, every item they're using can be found at your nearest Little General store, where creativity meets convenience. Keep your appetites brave and your snacks ready.
PCB is a long-standing partner in our community. We're your neighbors, your teammates, and your friends. And we want to be your banker. We're a team of experienced professionals focused on the personal, residential, and business needs of our community. We make decisions locally, quickly, and with your best interest in mind. We care about you, your family, your business, and your goals. We're PCB, a proud community bank. Open an account with us today.
Mr. Cooper, we have an emergency at a middle school.
Thank you. Board office, will you activate the crisis team? This is not a drill.
In Cabell County Schools, we are ready, alert, and aware.
What a basketball game it was. What a comeback by the Cabell Midland Knights. But what a last stand by the Huntington Highlanders. 64-60 is your final score. The Huntington Highlanders take down the Cabell Midland Knights in an upset here inside the castle at the campus of Cabell Midland High School. The Highlanders improved to 2-7 on the season, getting back-to-back wins on the year. Cabell Midland drops to 5-6 after back-to-back defeats. Thank you for tuning in and watching this outstanding basketball game, high school boys basketball, on the Marshall Orthopedics Kindred Digital Basketball Showcase. I'm Ben Westfall, your commentator for tonight's contest. Big thank you to our outstanding crew. Parker Withrow and Toby Maynard have done a fantastic job all night and all season long. Highlanders win 64-60. Break down some scoring totals. Pearson Dayneka, what a day. 20 points, 5 triples made for Dayneka. He had a fantastic contest in this one. Isaiah Lapsley with 9. Tavian Chandler with 19. Another outstanding performance by the leading scorer for Huntington, Chandler with 19. Jamari Tubbs with 7. Tristan Hornbuckle with 2. Avante Crawford with 5. Braxton Mount with 2. And then for the Cabell Midland Knights, again, props to this Cabell Midland team. Trailed by double digits for a majority of this game. For about 2.5 quarters, trailed by double digits. Huntington High was coming out with fury, but the Knights in this fourth quarter, with a snap, woke up and got this game within 3 points, then got this game within 2 points. It was down to a foul and hoping that Pearson Dayneka would miss at the free throw line, but 2 clutch free throws shut the door. Good defensive stop to not even allow Cabell Midland to get down the floor to attempt the shot. And that was your ball game. Highlanders won 64-60. Scores for Cabell Midland. Ethan Blackburn with an outstanding second half. He had 12 points in this one. Colson Christus with 17. Aiden Ray with 17 points. Samuel Phillips with 2. Evan Hughes with 4. Thomas Gibson with 2. Carson Christian, the freshman, came in that second half, played phenomenal minutes, had 2 points. Aiden Spence with 4 points. Highlanders, what's next for Huntington? Well, we'll hit the road yet again to St. Albans in 4 days. On the 28th, we'll face St. Albans at 7 p.m. before returning home on the 30th to face off against the Hurricane Redskins. Meanwhile, for the home team tonight, the Cabell Midland Knights will hit the road to Hurricane 4 days from now on the 28th. We'll face the Redskins, that one a 7 p.m. tip-off at Hurricane before returning home on the 30th for another rivalry matchup against Spring Valley here at the Castle. That one a 7 p.m. start. My goodness, what a fantastic game, to say the least. 64-60 our final score. Highlanders won, back and forth effort. The Knights did everything it could to come back in this one. Just too little, too late. Those double-digit deficits hurt this Knights team. And despite the effort, and props to this Cabell Midland team, made it a game and was not out of it by all means. Cabell Midland fought back, got back into this game, made it a 2-point game. And if a turnover happened, the Knights were back into this one, where Pearson Dayneka made only 1 of 2 of his free throws. This game was not over. It was going to be a 3-point game, but instead Dayneka, 2 clutch free throws made, won this game. What an outstanding basketball game, and it just shows this rivalry between these two squads, Cabell Midland and Huntington High. It's another traditional rivalry matchup between these two, and you have to imagine this Huntington High team is going to be celebrating in that locker room and on the bus ride back home, back to Huntington High School. Lambros Savingos in his second year has this team turning right. What a fantastic performance. And now it's that point in the postgame. It's safe to say our superstar of the game, Pearson Dayneka, an outstanding performance. 20 points in this one. 5 made 3-point shots for Pearson Dayneka. Gets him to 20 points, and not only that, not even just the 5 made triples, but the 2 clutch free throws. The crowd noise, this place got loud trying to prevent Dayneka from making those 2 free throws and ice him. Instead, ice in his veins, makes both, gets himself to 20-point performance. Pearson Dayneka is our Big Sandy superstar of the game, and rightfully so. An outstanding performance, and props to Tavian Chandler, 19 points for him, and props to these Knights. Colson Christus, Aiden Ray led the way with 17. Ethan Blackburn came alive in that second half with 12. Props to them, but an amazing performance by Pearson Dayneka. So, once again, the final score, Huntington High wins this one on the road, 64-60 over the Cabell Midland Knights. For our outstanding crew, our producer, Parker Withrow, and our cameraman, Toby Maynard, I am Ben Westfall saying so long and have a fantastic night. This has been another edition of High School Boys Basketball by West Virginia Video Productions on the Marshall Orthopedics Kindred Digital Basketball Showcase.
No matter where you are in life, Mount West Community and Technical College isn't just about an education. It's a step toward your future. We provide the hands-on support you need.
Jessica, welcome to Mount West.
With classes that fit your life. At Mount West, we know you by name, because here, you're more than just a number.
Jessica Bailey.
Mount West Community and Technical College, because you matter here.
Welcome, folks, to the most mouth-watering showdown on television, the Hangry Games Ultimate Snack-Off, right here at your local Little General store. As the snacks fly and the deli slices, remember, dear viewers, every item they're using can be found at your nearest Little General store, where creativity meets convenience. Keep your appetites brave and your snacks ready.
PCB is a long-standing partner in our community. We're your neighbors, your teammates, and your friends. And we want to be your banker. We're a team of experienced professionals focused on the personal, residential, and business needs of our community. We make decisions locally, quickly, and with your best interest in mind. We care about you, your family, your business, and your goals. We're PCB, a proud community bank. Open an account with us today.
Mr. Cooper, we have an emergency at a middle school.
Thank you. Board office, will you activate the crisis team? This is not a drill.
In Cabell County Schools, we are ready, alert, and aware.